Good morning, children. Now, I've saved my favourite two puzzles till the end, and actually, the last one is one that you've done before and you're really good at. I know you enjoy them. Let's look at the first one. You definitely will need a pencil and a piece of paper, so you might want to go and get one now and then move on. Okay, so here is the puzzle. You need to read it very, very carefully. I'll read it with you. It says, Multi was lazing on the beach when he was feeling peckish. He went to the cafe and bought 2 iced buns and 1 lolly, and it cost him 80p. Divvy came along just as Multi was finishing the iced bun. Hey, where's mine? He shouted. All gone, muttered Multi, feeling rather guilty. Well, I'll just go and get my own then, said Divvy. I'll show you. Showing off, Divvy bought 3 ice buns and 2 lollies, and it cost him £1.30. He took them back and sat down next to Multi and ate the buns all in one go. 5 minutes later, oh, I don't feel very well, groaned Divvy. Would you like to buy the lollies off me? OK, said Multi. How much did they cost? Good question. How much did the lollies cost? So that's your challenge today. Now, I would suggest you look at the information that you've got and you use some bar modelling to help you with this challenge. It's a tricky one, but if you draw it out as the bars, it should help you. I'm going to ask you to pause the video and give it a really good go. Okay, so let's look at the first little bit. We know that 2 buns and 1 lolly cost 80p. And we know that 3 buns and 2 lollies cost £1.30. And the difference between those amounts is 50p. And the difference between these amounts here is 1 bun and 1 lolly. You see that? So 1 bun and 1 lolly together must cost 50p, because that's the difference there. Now, we know that 2 buns and 1 lolly cost 80p, and we know that 1 bun and 1 lolly cost 50p. So the difference must be 30p. So that means that here I've got 2 buns and 1 lolly. Here I've got 1 bun and 1 lolly. So the difference here is 1 bun. So 1 bun must cost 30p. And if 1 bun and 1 lolly cost 50p, 1 bun costs 30p, and so 1 lolly will cost 20p. That's quite a lot to get your head round, but really well done if you had a go at that puzzle. Now, to end the week, I'm going to show you something that you're really good at and I know you've enjoyed in the past, and I'm going to let you get on with this. I will show you the answers, but have a look at this. Now, do you remember we used to have these on the whiteboard in the morning? Yeah. There's 26L in the A. There's 7C in the R. There's 6W of H, W of H, the E. So have a think about those. Okay, so some of those might have been really straightforward, and for some of them you might have had to go and ask some grown-ups to help you out with it. I hope you did. I hope you haven't just flicked on to the answers. I hope you've really spent a little bit of time working on these, because some of these were a lovely challenge. Let's have a look at the answers. Are we ready? So, 26 letters in the alphabet, 7 colours in the rainbow, 6 wives of Henry VIII. There was a spelling mistake there, isn't there? 7 sides on a 50p piece, 1,000 metres in a kilometre, 64 squares on a chessboard. 1066 is the Battle of Hastings. 28 days in February, 24 hours in a day. Let's look at the last ones. 8 legs on a spider, 52 cards in a pack, no jokers, 366 days in a leap year, 93 million miles to the sun, 1,760 yards in a mile, 10 green bottles hanging on the wall, and £200 for passing go in Monopoly. Okay, so those are all of our puzzles for this week. Next week, Mrs. Callahan will do the last of your maths lessons. But don't forget, over the summer holidays, to get yourself ready for being in year six, let's learn some of those facts. Let's learn our square numbers, our prime numbers, and let's learn our times table facts. And I will speak to you in September. Bye for now.